Hello, I want to talk a wee bit about tones and semitones. So in order to do this, I have made this staggeringly lo-fi video for y'all. And I am going to explain it with reference to a piano keyboard because on a violin and a cello, it's pretty abstract where the notes are and how they relate to each other. But they're the same notes that we play on any instrument. And so here on the piano keyboard, you can see them written out nice and clearly. So, okay, you'll notice on the keyboard that we have, some of you will already play piano and this is not news to you, but I really want everyone to understand the difference between a tone and a semitone and how it works with your string instrument. Okay, so on the keyboard you have, the black notes are grouped 2 black notes, 3 black notes, 2 black notes, 3 black notes. There's a space in between them. So you have 2 space 3 space 2 space 3, okay? And these black notes are the sharps and the flats, okay? The white notes are the normal notes or the naturals, we sometimes call them as well, okay? I'm going to talk more about this later, but for just now, let's see if we can figure out just the interval between each note. Okay, so if you go from, when you have 2 black notes together, if you come down one to the white note here, you're going to be on the note C, okay? Say this is C as well. All right, if I go from C and I go to the very closest note to it, either up or down, and this time I'm going up, I would go to C sharp, and that would be a semitone, okay? If I go from C and I go to the very closest note to it, this time you see there's no black note in between, so the closest note would be B. That's also a semitone movement down the way. Okay, so have a think about it. I'm going to ask you to figure out a few here. What's a semitone up from G? I hope by now you have all said it's G sharp, Nikki. You're going up the way, 1 semitone, G sharp. Okay, what about A? Let's do a semitone down. And you would all say, hey, that's the same note. So it's G sharp or A flat. And this is an important thing, that these notes have sometimes got, the same note can have different names depending if you're going a semitone down from A or a semitone up from G. Okay, a whole tone is 2 semitones, okay? So a whole tone up from F, you would be going up to F sharp and on to G. So a whole tone from F is G. A whole tone from A up to A sharp and then to B. 2 semitone jumps is a whole tone. A whole tone from E is only a semitone to F and another semitone to F sharp. So take any of these guys, figure out what is a whole tone up from it and what is a semitone up from it, because this will really help your understanding of key signatures and also the fingering on your instrument on the cello. Now cellists, you have a semitone between each of your fingers. If you think about the D string and you put your first finger down, you're going to get an E. Those of you who've used a second finger should know it's an F sharp, F natural, pardon me. The third finger is F sharp, the fourth finger is G, okay? So E, F sharp, G, okay? Violinists, there's a similar thing going on with you, but because your instrument is smaller, it's not that you have a semitone between each finger. You have first finger on E, second finger can be on F. Sometimes, some of you will know this if it's beside the E, but most of you will be playing E, F sharp with your second finger G, which is why you're kind of this space. It's the spacing on the violin is not equal. Okay, so I hope this helps explain tones and semitones. If you're thinking, why is she telling us this? It will become more apparent in the next video when I start talking about key signatures, which I know we've come up against, and I'm going to start explaining them in the next one. So stay tuned for a great, exciting episode next.